What's going on, guys? Garrett Sports Cards coming at you with another video today. Yes, as you saw by the title, we had a Wednesday drop this morning. This one was more of like, I don't want to say an expected drop, but we were prepared for it. Last week we had that like late drop where we kind of, we were unexpected. We're like, wow, it's dropping later than it usually does. And the same thing happened this week, except we were ready for it to be a bit later. So it was a later drop. I think the first drop was around 7:35 a.m. Eastern time. So that was, a little bit of, later than what we usually been seeing, which is about 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we've been seeing it, a little later. These past two drops are interesting. Both Wednesday morning, which also makes it interesting to potentially see, hey, will they make a pattern where it's going to be every, Wednesday morning at, this certain time? We'll have to see. Nobody knows for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. We're going to just have to play it by ear at this point. But it was an interesting drop today. It wasn't too big, to be honest. There weren't too many different products out. A lot of products stayed on the shelves for a long time just because there's not many desirable products right now. And that's just the sad reality of everything, except for, of course, your Prism basketball mega boxes and monitors across the board. All had issues with the stock amount. So, anybody that really had access to monitors didn't get a good stock amount for, each product. It kept coming up as 3. So it said 3 Prism mega boxes had stocked, even though we know more than 3 Prism mega boxes stocked. So that was a common issue that, people with monitors had seen across the board. So it wasn't anything where it's like, we don't have the number for that. We don't know how many dropped, but they went quick. But let's go chronologically. Let me take you through what exactly happened. So I was live. So if you guys were live, I think we had like 2,400 people or 2,300 people on the live stream. It was great to have you guys in there. But we had Prism basketball mega boxes drop first. Of course, that's, LaMelo rookies, whatever. Those did drop first. It was about 7:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when they dropped. They loaded on at about 7:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it took a little bit longer than usual for the links to load and go live, but they did drop fairly early. Could have been more. They went live around 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to be honest. 7:35 to 7:40 at some point in there. I think I was just so focused on streaming that I didn't even look at the time, to be honest. I was just kind of like, all right, way to go, this. But I remember it was about 7:35, about 7:40 a.m. Eastern Time that we found out that these were going to be stocking. These went really fast. These went in absolute seconds, which is just, crazy to me. That means bots are definitely catching on. They were red card exclusive like they had always have been. But I think the real main issue here was the fact that, again, bots have caught on to this red card exclusive thing. They've gotten their red cards. They've hooked up their red cards to the bots. They're ready to purchase things off target. They didn't hesitate to react. We kind of saw this coming in terms of what we had seen, last week with the Prism mega boxes where they went out in like 2 minutes. Here, they barely lasted, any amount of time, to be honest. It was about 30 to 45 seconds, which is considered long, I guess, for a product like Prism mega boxes. But again, that issue is bots are catching on. We had a great period where, the first week they made Prism mega boxes red card exclusive. We had about 15 to 20 minutes to get Prism mega boxes. Now that they switched in terms of, bots catching on, we're seeing less than a minute time to catch things. So I'm beginning to wonder, hey, will Target begin to find some sort of bot, what was I going to say? Some way to stop the bots, right? The only other explanation I can think, because remember, we didn't get a stock amount, is say the bots didn't win this one, even though I'm pretty confident they did win this one, even though a lot of people in my chat got Prism mega boxes manually. What could explain this is a low stock amount. So obviously, there was more than 3 that stocked, but say maybe there's only 5,000 or 6,000 they stocked this week, compared to their usual 20,000. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. They're obviously going to go quicker. And so we would, we don't want to just be so quick to blame the bots. Hey, bots ate. We had a lot of people on our live stream. Think about it, 2,300 just on my live stream, and you can get 3 each. At most, if not everybody in the live stream, I want to say at least 75%, 80% are going for Prism mega boxes, if not more. That's a lot of people trying to get 3 mega boxes, and if they only drop a certain amount, say 5, 6, 7,000, that's really not a lot to go around, because there's definitely people that are not in my live stream that are ready for a drop. So just making sure to keep that in mind in terms of, we don't want to jump right to, okay, the bots totally got us, but it is, at least an explanation that is possible for why they went so fast. which is honestly just sad for us, manual people trying to get cards, because we're working hard. And then, we thought we finally had caught a break, and it turns out we didn't. But, at this point, we just got to deal with it. Then we had Prism Draft Picks Mega Boxes drop. That was the next drop, which was actually, really interesting to see the fact that you had like at least 15 to 20 minutes to get these. These look like bots were, laid off them. They were red card exclusive last week, but they weren't this week. And it's interesting to me the fact that Target took them off red card exclusive. So I think the thing that Target's doing is, they didn't sell out when they put Prism Draft Picks Mega Boxes as red card exclusive. So they're like, okay, they're not that popular. They're not gonna, put too much traffic onto our site. Bots are not going for these necessarily. So let's just make these open to the public. It makes us look better as a brand. It gives people that maybe don't want to get a Target red card, a chance at better cards. And again, they lasted about 15 to 20 minutes. I know I picked up 3 mega boxes, which was just, great for the channel, great for the members. So that was pretty cool. Then we had Prism Draft Picks Blaster Boxes. The same exact trend here. They were red card exclusive last week. Now they're not red card exclusive. And again, I'm pretty sure that's just because, look, Target, again, recognized that maybe these aren't as popular as they initially thought, so they can put them out for, people that don't have a card, and bots maybe potentially won't eat them up. They kind of took a risk there, and I was surprised they took them off red card exclusive, but they just must not have been selling out and needed to sell out. And so they just put them red card exclusive. They took them off red card exclusive because they need to just sell them. Another thing that was interesting, we had Chronicles Draft Picks Mega Boxes and Blaster Boxes drop. These weren't red card exclusive before. They're not red card exclusive now. I actually think they may still be available on the Target website if you're looking for cards. They were available as of 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. You could get the Chronicles Draft Picks Mega Boxes and Blaster Boxes. So I would keep an eye out for that in case you're thinking, hey, I might want to cop, something to open. Again, it's college jerseys, so the demand there is not crazy because, the demand for college jerseys isn't just crazy in general when it comes to sports cards. There's collectors that love to collect college jerseys, but the vast majority like to stick to the pro jerseys, and Don Russ is going to be coming out in September, and that's going to have our pro jersey product that we're really looking for. And so, again, we got Chronicles Draft Picks Mega Boxes. They were available for a while, and Blaster Boxes were available for a while as well. They also had Chronicles Draft Picks, the Fat Pack boxes, but those hadn't sold out since last week, so they were on there. They kind of just left them up for the entire week, and they never sold, which was actually very, very interesting to see the fact that, people aren't buying them. They're $120 for retail. Regular Chronicles 2020 Fat Packs were $5 each. These are marked up by 100%. So these are $10 per pack, really, really making people not want to purchase these, which makes sense because they're like, hey, why am I paying double in terms of, the fact that they loaded. It's not the greatest thing. So they're not going to sell. We had one interesting thing in terms of baseball 2021 Topps full complete set. You get the complete set. I believe it was Series 2 complete set. So that was interesting to see. Again, those are $50 for the factory set. It was kind of cool to see. We haven't seen any factory sets in a long time, especially on the Target website. So it was kind of cool to see those. Those are still available. They didn't go too fast, nor did anybody expect them to go too fast. Series 2, not a popular product. Obviously, if it was something like Select or say Optic, that thing would have gone in seconds. But the fact that, it's just regular old, what was I going to say here? Regular old Series 2 baseball. No hate against Series 2 baseball, but it's not that sought after. It lingered there. And just kind of stuck it out. Another interesting point for this drop that is, interesting to know in terms of signaling a drop, they took off Series 2 blaster boxes this morning. So it was interesting to see, hey, they cleaned up the listings, they cleaned up the site, and then they dropped. So maybe that's something to look for in the future when we're looking for a drop. Say they don't drop on Wednesday again. This is the first time in, since they stopped dropping on Fridays that we've seen the same drop date 2 weeks in a row. They dropped on Wednesday last week and Wednesday this week. We have never seen that. It's always like Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, then Thursday, then Tuesday. It was never Wednesday, twice in a row, never 2 days in a row. So that was really, really interesting to see. The fact that they dropped, two Wednesdays in a row, and they cleared the site. They cleaned up links and everything like that. But guys, that's going to do it for me today. I hope these, videos help you. I make these videos, you may have missed the drop, but there's always next week. And I make these videos because we need to learn patterns. We need to learn the history. So if you watch every single one of these videos, you're going to be an expert on drops. You'll be able to get them, hopefully easily. That's the goal. That's what I want you guys. And my goal is to get you guys, retail. Again, guys, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I never even got a thank you. Already at 10,300. So we have been growing like crazy. So I really do appreciate you. Again, since we already had a drop, I won't be live for the rest of the week, but I'll see you next week to be live. And of course, I still post my video at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, I'm going to leave you there. I want you to have a great day. Peace.